But one man wasn't surprised by this result. In fact, he predicted it over 20 years earlier. His name was Dietrich Braess, a German mathematician, and back in 1968, Braess was studying road networks. As part of his research, he imagined a scenario where drivers from one side of a fictional town were trying to get to the other. But there were only two possible routes the drivers could take. Route 1 starts with a wide highway that takes you halfway across town. The road is so wide that regardless of how many cars are on it, this part of the trip always takes 25 minutes. The second half of this route turns into a narrow city street, and the time to drive through this street depends on how many cars are on it. For every 100 cars on the street, the time to pass through it takes an additional minute. So 100 cars will take 1 minute, 200 cars will take 2 minutes, and so on. The second route through town starts with a similar narrow city street that depends on the number of cars. It takes you halfway across and then turns into another 25-minute highway stretch where the transit time doesn't depend on traffic. So which route would you take to get across town? Well, you can see that the routes are identical but flipped, so it doesn't really matter. Since this is just a mathematical model, both will get you there at the same time.